Hello and welcome again to Simple Ways for Maintenance. Today we are going to continue our discussion about where is the knowledge in the workspace, who has the knowledge and why they may withhold the knowledge, and what are the reasons and how to encourage them to transfer the knowledge they have. So today we are going to discuss 5 types of team members in their psychological performance or interaction with the others, and if they have or they don't have the knowledge, and how, if they have the knowledge, how to encourage them to transfer the knowledge. Okay, so as you can see, that's a simple illustration from our Simple Ways for Life, that everyone is having some knowledge in his hand and he is like to keep it separate from the others. So if this is the workplace, so everyone is taking his knowledge, that's my knowledge, to his corner and trying to keep this knowledge for him. So why this can happen, and as we told you in the previous chat or in the previous video, you can return to it here, that some people keep the knowledge because they are afraid, some they like to take some benefits out of it, but how they perform in the workplace and how to know if they have knowledge already or they are just talking around. Okay, so as we said also, that there are 2 types of knowledge. There is the knowledge, the informational knowledge, which is something that you can, it's some information gathered through experience and so on, and it can be transferred easily by writing it or drawing it or something like that. And the other one is the experience, and the experience needs to be transferred through hands-on. So to transfer it to it, because you can write it, but the other person who will apply what is written needs someone to guide him in the hands-on experience. So that's the hands-on experience transfer, which is part of the knowledge, but that's the practical part of the knowledge. So the first type we are going to speak about are the doers. The doers, they do and they like doing, and they are deeply in their doing, but do they have knowledge? They have a lot of knowledge. Maybe they don't have the talent to build on this knowledge, or to update this knowledge, or to take it to the next step, or even maybe to give either they are not caring about giving feedback, or they are not encouraged to give a feedback or something, but they are doing it good. You can think about them like when you are driving your car, you do this in an autonomous way. So you are driving your car. Your subconscious mind is well programmed to drive the car well and to act in critical situations while driving and so on, subconsciously, and in quick actions and so on. They have the same talent, but not everyone who is a good driver can teach others how to drive, or can write an article about how to drive a car well, because his subconscious mind is programmed and he's performing. So how to get out some knowledge out of them and to populate it? Simply, you can watch them while they are performing. You can discuss with them. You can ask them to be aware or conscious of what they are doing, but mainly through watching them doing the knowledge, or letting the others watch them doing what they are experienced in or used to do, and to do in the same way. So that's, we are replicating by watching or by mimicking what they are doing. And like this also, if you are supervising this team of doers, or some of them are of the good doers, you can watch them doing, and then you can understand if they are performing in a good way, or your instructions or the steps or the procedures is good, achieving what you want to do. Actually, it's written, but it's done as you like or not, or you need to modify it or to update it just by watching them and upgrading the system. And when you update the system, they will be doing it again and again in the new way, and they will perform also in the good way. The second group are the criticizers, or who are used to be critics. The critics or the criticizers, they either have some knowledge, so they have some, they are proud of their knowledge, have some trust in themselves because of this knowledge, and they like to be on an upper level relative to the others, so they criticize the others doing this. No, this is not done in this way, you can do this in this way, this will lead to a problem, and something like that. Just they are trying to show their superiority and the knowledge they are having. Unfortunately, some of the criticizers, they don't have real knowledge. They are empty from inside. They are just criticizing to put themselves in the judging position, so nobody can judge them or nobody can ask them. So they are speaking and criticizing and so on. So they don't. But some of them, they have the knowledge and they are criticizing. Some, they like to withhold the knowledge or withhold the knowledge. Some of them, they transfer the knowledge they are having as part of the criticizing. No, it's not this done this way. So how we can do it this way and this way and this way. So you can test this way, and you will find them do it its correct way, or it's a better way. So you can update the system out of their criticizing if they have the knowledge to criticize. But unfortunately, these criticizers create the third group, which are the victims of this criticizing. Most of the time, the victims of the criticizing, they have knowledge, they have experience, they have knowledge, they have experience, they have something to do, something to give, something to transfer, but they are introvert. They are afraid to explicitly say, we know this, we can do this, this is done in this way, and so on, to avoid being criticized, to avoid being wrong. They are afraid to be wrong. So that's why they are victims for the criticizing group. So they think that if they explicitly say something or try to transfer some knowledge or put their opinion or give away or give out their opinion in something, they will be criticized, and they don't like to be blamed. They don't like to be mistaken, or to somebody say that this is wrong, it can't be done in this way, or what you are saying is wrong. They are afraid of being wrong, so they don't speak. The best way is to ask for their opinions in some, let's say, anonymous way. So it's something like in a meeting even, and you ask everyone to write and don't put his name in a piece of paper, their recommendation, and then we discuss at the group the recommendations without asking with their name. So you skip the criticizing part or the personal or relating this recommendation to a certain person. So the criticizing of the recommendation, the problem of these victims, that they consider the criticizing of their ideas is criticizing to their personality. So that's a problem of the psychological part of the workplace. So the fourth part are the opportunists, or those who are looking for opportunities to be better. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good, but you need to test it. So if they like to have an opportunity because they have a lot of knowledge and experience and so on, and they have some real knowledge, so you need to put them in some testing. You shoulder them some team and you judge them, but by the amount of the information that will be transferred to the team. So if you have a good team leader, his team will be performing in a good way. If you try to ask someone of the team or to discuss with someone of the team, you will find him knowledgeable. The bad side of those who are looking for opportunities to show off and so on, that they keep the others doing without understanding, and they, as a leading or in the more knowing position, they keep the knowledge for themselves. So you need to judge them by the team. If you try to say so, and they will start blaming the team, and they can't do it, they don't understand, they are I'm having a weak team and so on. So simply shoulder them another team. With the next team, they will be afraid to be criticized, that the problem is in them, not in the team, because not every team you will give them is bad doers or someone who cannot understand or cannot learn or cannot. So that's the way. Maybe it will take some effort, but just you need to play a little with this, because they have some knowledge, they have some experience, and they look for an opportunity, but you need to transfer their knowledge to the others, so we have some knowledge. Because even if when someone transfers the knowledge to the teams they follow, not everyone is welcome to take the information to knowledge and to act upon it. Some of them, they like the doers, they are just doing, and they don't like to discuss or like to be heroes or something. Just we are doing some work, taking some salary, taking some something in return of what we are doing, and then we are leaving, and don't discuss a lot with me or don't speak with me about. They are not ambitious. They are not, that's the doers. But those ones who are looking for opportunities, they have a lot of ambition, and then you can fuel this ambition, but you need to fuel it with some realistic promises. You don't give them higher promises than the other team. The one who is doing the working as a system, or giving enhancement to the system, giving enhancement to the team, taking the team to the or the system or the program to the next level, giving good recommendations. Those who are praised in a different way or in a better way than the other team, and everything should be according to a system, a clear system. As we said, clarity is very important to allow the knowledge transfer in the workplace. The last group where you find very little of it in the workplace, they are the angels. So with a capital A, because they perform, they know, they transfer the knowledge, they give recommendations, and the only burden for them will be that the system is not upgradable, so you don't upgrade or modify the system or take it to the next step because of their recommendations. So they are there, you need to look for them and to give them the chance they need, and to put them in their correct position, the correct leading position, and to allow the flow of transfer, to make the system allowing the flow of their knowledge to the others, and even to feeding and upgrading to the system. You don't find much angels in every team, but they exist with a capital A. So why we are focusing in the knowledge and knowledge transfer? We had a previous chat and about the knowledge is the blood of maintenance. So if you don't have the circulation of the knowledge in the system, so the system after some time will get old or will be weak, and will not match the equipment, because the equipment either it's upgraded or either the equipment is deteriorated, and in both cases you need to modify the system and the knowledge the people have to do the things in a little bit different as the time goes on. It needs a little bit of effort, it needs some actions, more actions, less cycle, and so on, and you need to get this from the feedback from the people who are having the knowledge and the experience, and that's the blood flowing in the maintenance system. If you find information touching you, or please give us a note, leave us a note about below this video, or you can find in the description box many of our trainings and consultancy service on Fiverr and Udemy, and you can find on this YouTube channel a lot of free material. You can listen to it, follow the channel, join, subscribe, spread the information. See you in coming sessions and in coming lectures and in coming videos with simple ways for maintenance.